what it do, gon' tell me how you feel. Chillin' with the big dog, giving you the real deal. No lies or gimmicks, keep it authentic. It's time to turn up, yeah, it's time to get it. Hey.
What's up, guys? What is up? This is Big Dog in the house. We're going back to back, baby, with another podcast. We're not going to stop. We're going to drop it like it's hot. So let's get right to it. And as we always do before we start the show, let's thank the Lord that we are alive to live another day, because tomorrow's never promised, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's get right to it. What is today's topic? Today's topic is imagination versus realization. What? Did I say it right? Imagination versus realization. Well, we all imagine what we want to do, who we want to be, what our goals are going to be, what our plans are for the new year, where we want to go, in what direction. And then there's realization. What you're really not doing. You're only dreaming. You're only living in a fantasy world. You're not putting all the pieces of the puzzle together. You're just go ahead and you're not even writing it down. You're just saying what you want to do. You're telling everyone what you want to do. Listen, guys, nobody really cares about your imagination. Nobody really cares what you really want to do. Nobody cares if you even do it. You can tell the world, you can tell the next person, you can tell your mama, you can tell your daddy, you can tell your brother, you can tell your sister, you can tell everybody. Nobody cares. They only care of what is real, meaning after you have done the fact of whatever you were trying to do. That is when people care, because when you're in the process, nobody cares. When you're starting it, nobody cares. It may take you a couple of months. It may have taken you a couple of years. But once it's real and they see it with their eyes, like visualization, that is when the person will acknowledge, saying, good job. It looks phenomenal. Or they may critique it. You remember, guys, everybody has something to say, whether it's good or bad. People always have negative shit to say when they're the ones that are the imaginators. You know, they're the ones who are imagining what they want to do, but you made it in realization. You made it come true. But, guys, it doesn't matter, because you don't need to show anybody. You need to do the things for yourself. That's the problem. You know, you see potential in someone. You see something. You have a visual on what your goals and what your tasks, but then you go ahead and you start helping this other person over here. You need to focus on you. Let's get that clear. For something to happen, for something to be real, that needs to occur, that needs to happen, you need to do it. You need to put the hand to the paper. You need to get the pen to the paper. You need to write it down. And then you need to act. Act upon of what you're going to do. Stop dreaming, stop imagining, and stop trying to be like someone else. Because like I said yesterday, we were talking about execution in the podcast. It's the same thing. I can imagine whatever I want to do, but if I'm not going to go ahead and do it, well, then I'm not executing on it. You have to come to realization of where you stand financially, physically, mentally, whatever the case may be. You don't need help from people. People aren't going to give you help. People don't care what happens to you, period. If you don't understand that now, then you're never going to understand that. Unfortunately, people are only with you when you have something. They're not going to be with you 99% of the time when the shit hits the fan. Period. It's like an establishment. If I didn't have a gym, people wouldn't be here. They'd be at another one. When they don't like this gym, what do? They pack their shit up and they go. All because of something minor, something that doesn't fit them. You can't please everyone. You're not going to make everybody happy. You're not going to make everybody like you. You're not going to make everybody want to be at your facility. Oh, it's too old school. Well, that's what you like. You see, I'm the creator of the old school, right? So I'm going to keep it that way, whether you like it or you don't like it. Oh, I'm going to go to this fancy gym over here. That's what they want. Let them go over there. You've created your realization with your imagination. and you made it real. Now it's here. Same way like with the food truck. Some people may not like your food. Some people may like your food. It's the same way when you go to restaurants. You may not like this restaurant, but you like this restaurant. Everyone is picky. They're going to pick and choose what they want. Everyone is going to complain about something. There's not enough parking. There's not enough this. There's not enough that. Always going to complain. It doesn't matter if you have a whole parking lot. If you have cars that you can park on top of each other. If you can park your car in the fucking roof. They're still going to complain. I want to be first. You don't have this. You don't have that. The ones who complain is because those are the ones who work for others. Have you ever noticed that? They're not business owners because business owners know what it takes, what it is. They just think that money grows on a tree. You should do this. You should do that. You should have this. You should have that. Cough up the cash and I'll do it for you. Oh, but it doesn't cost this. You don't know what it costs. You're not an owner. You don't own the business. You have no clue what it costs. I'm going to give you the best and perfect example that we were talking about the other day. This is realization. Everything has gone up. Everything in the market has risen. All because, let's thank our president, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Garbage. Everything has gone up simply because the most of you or the majority of you choose to vote for who you want. Now you face the consequences. I'm not talking about Democrat or Republican. I'm talking about nothing. I'm talking about the choices that we make. And unfortunately, it's by votes. So there you go. It's like a saying, chupa y lleve. That's how it goes. Now you're complaining. I used to go and buy chicken. We're all talking about it. People who have restaurants, people who have businesses. It used to be $39.80 for 40 pounds of chicken, right? Damn, chicken now is $95 for 40 pounds of chicken. Everything has gone up. I went to the store the other day. I went to Walmart to get my baby some Gerber, his little snacks that he likes. And they used to be $1.47 or something, $3.97. Inflation. It's like when people come here and they go ahead and say, oh man, back then, that's 5 years ago, buddy. You weren't a part of this establishment, buddy. You weren't even known. You weren't even around. Oh, but I left and I came back. You left and you came back. That means your loyalty was thrown out the door. That means the new price, because of inflation, because taxes go up, prices go up, it is XYZ. Oh, but I used to, plural. You used to have that. You weren't loyal like some of the customers are that have been since day one, still continuing with their auto pay. You understand now? That's realization. And you have to wake up because those people are imaginations. They think that everything is cheap. You can go get your ass to go to LA Fitness, $100 down, $50 a month. Everything has gone up. Everything is going up. Period. So you can't please everyone. That's why I tell you, you have to come to realization with what you're doing and go balls to the wall, go 100 miles an hour and do it. Don't worry about the people around you. Don't take any advice from anyone. Don't listen to what they have to say because they have no clue. They don't have one. Meaning, whatever business that you're trying to do, they may have a business, but they don't have this one. Just like I don't go ahead and tell somebody, hey, I think you should do this with your business because yada, yada, yada. What the hell do I know how their business works and how it functions? I only know what I know. So I'm leaving this very vague. I'm leaving this very right out, straightforward. Stop fucking imagining what you're going to do and go and do it because this is really short and cutthroat. Because if you don't execute, like I said, you're not going to get anywhere. You have to come to terms with what you got and how much you got on your plate and how much you can take. Because if you can't take a lot, then you shouldn't be doing it. I mean, you try to do 3 things at once. You got 3 things here, but I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this. And you know what happens? None of that get finished. None of those tasks, none of those dreams get finished because you couldn't focus on one. You got to do one thing first before you start the other. One foot in front of the other, ladies and gentlemen. This is Big Dog kicking you the real deal. We were talking about realization versus imagination. Are you a person who likes to imagine? Are you a person who likes to really come to realization and go ahead and do your thing? Like I like to leave you once again, as I always do, bada boom, bada bang, chicka chung, chicka chang, and I'm out this motherfucker.
Tell me how you feel, chilling with the big dog, giving you the real deal. No lies or gimmicks, keep it authentic. It's time to turn up, yeah, it's time to get it. Hey.